Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Trinch. Have you ever imagined being cursed, suffering aggression, arrested, and killed only because of the color of your skin? When you hear this, you think that this doesn't happen because it is totally wrong and illogical, but unfortunately, this happens every single day all over the globe. Legalized slavery may no longer be part of our lives and society, but it has unfortunately left marks that until today play a big role in society. And these marks have a huge contribution to racism present in Brazilian judicial system nowadays. Every single person has the right to receive the same treatment before the law. As Article 7 says, all are equal before the law and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. All are entitled to equal protection against any discrimination in violation of this declaration and against any incitement to such discrimination. However, this is not reality. People do not receive the same treatment. Therefore, it is essential that we demand and fight for change in the judicial system, so all inequality can end, along with other kinds of racism. Therefore, I stand firm in the affirmation of the resolution. Resolved the importance of opposing all types of racism, especially in the judiciary system. I would like to present the following definitions to clarify the resolution. First one, the judiciary system is defined by the Cambridge Dictionary as a system of law courts that administer justice and constitute the judicial branch of government. And two, oppose is defined by the Cambridge Dictionary to mean to disagree with something or someone, often by speaking or fighting against it. As the affirmative, my objective is to show how prejudice and intolerance against other races are globally harmful and need to face an end since every single person has the same rights and is equal before the law, and this right must be guaranteed. First of all, the way that cops treat people from different races in Brazil is evidently different. In Brazil, black people have 3 times more chance of being killed by a cop than white people do. Also, of 100 people killed by Brazilian cops, 75% are black, according to data from IBGE. And even more shocking, most of these black people killed are innocent, and we clearly see that from cases that happened here. A 14-year-old boy wearing a high school uniform was killed with the justification that the cops mistook him for a thief. Another case was an 18-year-old black girl who was killed with a stray bullet. Also, an entire innocent family was killed with 80 bullets because the cops have mistaken them with thieves. And a black man who was walking with an umbrella in his hands was killed because the cops thought that the umbrella was a rifle. These are only some of thousand cases that happen every single year in Brazil. And what is most absurd of all of this is that in most cases the cops don't suffer the consequence of their actions and in most cases go unpunished for murders, assault and abuse of authority. So I have a question for you. If these cops were blacks and the people that they kill the most were white, do you think that the reaction would be the same? The answer is obvious. They would be in jail for same crimes that white cops go unpunished. But it's not just racist policy, because if it were, the solution would be to take those cops down and replace them. But it is not that simple. The entire judiciary is built up in a racist culture. It is a system where they oppress and kill black people just because of the color of their skin. The system is tendencies to see black people as guilt and white people as innocent. But the judicial system is not the only one racist. The media is also racist. A white man here in Brazil was caught with 300 kilograms of marijuana, and the news title said, "Young man caught with 300 kilos of marijuana." While a black man caught in the same place with 10 kilograms of the same drug was reported as drug dealer is arrested with 10 kilograms of marijuana. The black guy was the one called a drug dealer, even though the white guy was caught with 30 times more drugs. And this was not an exception. The type of attitude happens always. We live in a society filled with racist customs. And due to this unfair judicial system, not only the numbers of black deaths are higher, but also the condemnation of black people for drug use and trafficking is also higher. Data from the São Paulo Court of Justice proves that in case of people being caught up with marijuana, cocaine, and crack, white people are the ones carrying a higher amount of drugs. However, the number of convictions is way higher with black people. Our system is built up to convict black people and see white people as innocent. Black people are in general convicted of crimes that white people commit and go unpunished. The same crime, the same amount of drugs, injustice, technically, the same situation and the same condemnation. But this is not our reality. Our system is broken, our system is racist, our justice is unfair. However, despite all this information, there are still people who think in a racist and prejudicial way. One of the main arguments used is that the judicial system is fulfilling its obligation by guaranteeing that, by the law, everyone is the same and should be judged equally and are entitled without any discrimination to equal protection of the law. So they say that the judicial system cannot be called racist because it is because of it that all people have the right of fair and equal justice. But this argument is not valid. By the law, all people are the same, but the judicial system does not effectively guarantee this in reality. Since we have already seen that black people are more convicted for crimes and for drug dealing, despite white people are the ones caught up with a bigger amount of drugs. Also, another argument defending the judicial system is that justice is actually fulfilling its obligation by arresting people that are breaking the law by smuggling and consuming drugs. However, this argument is incorrect. Yes, people should be arrested for breaking the law, but all people should be arrested by the same terms because nowadays the judiciary tends to see black people as guilty and white people as innocent, which is totally unfair and racist. Therefore, I have presented three strong arguments. Black people are most likely to be killed by the police and to be seen as criminals. Black people are more convicted for the same felonies, especially in case of drug traffic. And the judicial system is being unequal and going against the Constitution. Therefore, from all exposed here, it is clear the importance of opposing all types of racism, especially in the judiciary system. Please vote in affirmation to the resolution.